God bless you, my beloved child. Police are watching you. Here is what they found in your name. This is not merely a moment of suspense. This is a divine signal woven into the fabric of your timeline, a precise intersection where celestial insight meets earthly unfolding. You may have believed everything was moving quietly, silently beneath the surface of awareness, but the realm you cannot see has been attentive to your path. There is a great unveiling in motion. Your name has echoed across more than human records. It has echoed through the realms where justice is not only a legal measure, but a divine instrument. They looked into you, not just the letters, not just the actions, but the intentions buried behind the acts you thought no one noticed. They are watching, but you are not condemned. You are called. You are summoned into a revelation so potent, it may shake the understanding you thought you held about your identity. In this precise moment, you are being observed by more than human eyes. There is a higher surveillance, a sacred intelligence reading not just what is visible, but what has tried to stay hidden in plain sight. This is not about punishment. This is about exposure. This is about purpose. This is about the fire of divine recognition descending upon your name and revealing that there was always more meant for you. It's not what they see that will define you. It's what you choose next under this watchful gaze that will shape the rest of your life. The records they found, yes, they're real. But they are not just the kind you assume. These records stretch into the invisible archives of destiny. They are not limited to events and timestamps. These records carry vibrations, yes, the weight of what you have said, what you have thought, what you have allowed yourself to believe, what you have whispered in silence, and what you have denied yourself because you didn't feel worthy. They found what was spoken about you in rooms you never walked into. They found the false accusations and the buried truths. But most of all, they found the light in your name. They found something you had forgotten, your authority. Your name is not a random cluster of letters. It is a key. It is encoded with purpose, intention, and divine assignment. The police of this world may look for evidence, but the heavens look for alignment. The watchers did not come only to observe, they came to activate. They came to stir within you the understanding that nothing has been wasted, not the tears, not the years, not the confusion, not the moments you thought were meaningless. Everything was data. Everything was destiny being written. And now, here you are. Being called not because you are guilty, but because you are chosen. And in that choosing, there is a test. You must ask yourself, what is my name really holding? What legacy is trailing behind the syllables I speak every day? Have I allowed my name to be tainted by fear, or have I protected it with the fire of truth? You are being watched not to shame you, but to awaken you. There is something sacred attached to your identity, and now is the moment to rise into that awareness. If you do not respond now, you may never understand the depth of what is unfolding. there is still more. Because you are not only watched, you are shielded. There is a divine order working behind the veil, and though earthly eyes monitor you, there are celestial ones that defend you. And here is the truth, God says, your name will not be buried under the rubble of lies or forgotten in the shadows of judgment. There is a divine reversal in progress, a turning of tables, a shift of scenes. What was used against you is being redirected to strengthen you. What was sent to silence you is now becoming the instrument of your voice. And what was found in your name? Power, radiance, resilience, calling. There's a sacred tension in this hour. You feel it because the unseen is pressing in. You are no longer allowed to live unnoticed. The time of hiding has ended. They found what your heart had hoped someone might discover, the trace of a deeper identity. They found it. And now you must live up to it. You must walk differently. Think differently. Pray differently. Not to impress anyone, but to activate what was dormant in you. You have asked for change. Now it is arriving, unexpected, wrapped in mystery, held in divine surveillance. Yes, the watching continues. But it's not surveillance alone. It's guidance. It's strategy. You are being led into a place where you will see the things that once seemed like burdens were actually keys. Every restriction now becomes a refinement. Every obstacle becomes a signal. Every delay becomes a setup. Because they found in your name the mark of endurance. The sign of one who did not give up, even when every spiritual system felt like it had turned against you. They found something ancient in you. A contract written before your birth, waiting for you to say yes. And now the yes is needed. Not from your lips only, but from your life. You are about to be summoned into greater truth. What will you say when asked who you are? Will you speak the old version? Or will you dare to speak what heaven knows about you? You are not the version they tried to define. You are not the one who failed and stayed there. You are the one who passed through fire and came out with vision. You are the one who wrestled with silence and still prayed. You are the one who was called out, not cast out. And now, this is your unveiling. This is your moment of crossing from watched to awakened. You will be guided from shadow to purpose. From confusion to clarity. From fear to courage. The process is not always gentle, but it is always perfect. If you stay still and listen, you will feel the pull. The divine is aligning people, places, and protection around you. The watchers are not your enemies. They are signals. They came to tell you it's time. They came to show you the urgency of transformation. They came to remind you that no name stays hidden forever, not when it holds divine instruction. This is your moment of recognition. No one is exempt from divine justice, but no one is beyond divine mercy either. And you, yes, you, are walking straight into a sacred confrontation. Your life is about to be reinterpreted, not by opinion, but by truth. You are not what was done to you. You are not what others saw in their limited view. You are what heaven wrote when it whispered your name into the soul of the world. Would you like me to continue with the next section? Is this conversation helpful so far? Police are watching you. Here is what they found in your name. They found the light. They found a record of every moment when you chose grace over bitterness, hope over fear, and love over judgment. They found your tears collected like pearls in the sacred places of heaven, each one holding more power than all the storms of this earth. They found silence where others expected chaos. They found that your name had been spoken in prayers whispered by angels, wrapped in golden echoes, carried through corridors of divine mercy. They discovered that your steps were never random. Even when you wandered, the map of the heavens had been tracing your way back. You had always been guided, watched, known. Even when you believed you were hidden, even when you felt invisible in a world of noise, your name was being held gently in the hands of the Most High. Your name was not just ink on earthly paper, it was starlight in eternal scrolls. Every word you spoke in kindness was recorded. Every moment you forgave when no one knew. Every time you resisted the pull to give up, these moments have built a testimony that cannot be erased. So when they looked into your name, they didn't just find human identity. They found divine favor. They found God's imprint. They found legacy. Now, something is shifting. The heavens are no longer silent over your life. The delays you've endured are collapsing. The stillness is awakening into divine motion. You may have wondered why certain things were held back from you. But now, you must know, it was not punishment. It was preparation. Timing was never the enemy, it was the guardian. God says, "What I have sealed for you, no hand can steal." The winds of this season are not here to break you, but to carry you. You are not being watched in suspicion, you are being watched in anticipation. Heaven is leaning forward. Creation is holding its breath. Because the moment of unveiling is near. What they found in your name is not something you need to run from. It is something you must rise into. There is destiny embedded in your breath. There is favor that has been waiting for your arrival. You are not late, you are aligned. Keep walking. Even when the world misunderstands your silence. Even when shadows creep close. Your light is not flickering, it is gathering. You are being made ready. Something holy has been released on your behalf, and you must not retreat from it. You are under divine watch, not earthly judgment. You are not being hunted, you are being heralded. The shift is real. The signs are unfolding. And those who doubted your name will be silent when they see what is attached to it. You are chosen. Not for comfort, but for glory. Not for applause, but for impact. The heavens did not forget your prayers, they stored them. And now, as your name is spoken again in sacred courts, the response is in motion. Answers are arriving in strange packaging, in sudden openings, in unfamiliar faces sent by divine order. Do not be confused by how it looks. You asked for growth, not ease. You prayed for purpose, not popularity. So what comes next may be uncomfortable, but it will be unmistakably divine. You are crossing a threshold that only favor can open. This is the hour when your name becomes a gate. Not just a label, but a passage. Not just a sound, but a summons. The past may have tried to chain you to limitation, but the Spirit now calls you forward. Angels are being dispatched. Instructions are being written. The path is being cleared, even while you sleep. Rest assured, even when you don't see the movement, it is happening. Beneath the surface, God is orchestrating things that eyes have not seen and ears have not heard. It is for you. And now, your only task is to keep your heart open. Keep your words clean. Stay in reverence. Do not curse the process. Do not resist the quiet. Do not reject the discipline. Everything that's happening now is designed to stretch you into the space you once only dreamed of entering. Your name is on a list that can't be altered by human authority. You were selected long before any earthly decision was made. The fingerprints of God are all over your timeline. Let the past be released. Let the shame be washed off. Let the false accusations fall flat. They hold no power. What heaven speaks over you is final. And the verdict is grace. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. You are being prepared for something massive, something eternal, something holy. They found love in your name. They found strength. They found obedience in secret places. And that was enough to trigger a divine reversal. Heaven has declared a turn in your story. Don't resist it, receive it. You have already been made worthy by the one who called you. The weight you feel now is not condemnation, it is the crown being shaped for your head. You are not here by accident. You are the echo of promises made generations before you. You are the answer to someone else's prayer. You are the harvest from seeds sown in tears. And now, the time has come. Before you begin to worry, pause. Take a breath. This message is not what the world wants you to think it is. This is a revelation from the higher realms, where truth speaks softly but with infinite power. The eyes that watch you are not only those of men with badges or titles, but more importantly, the eyes of truth, justice, and divine order. When heaven sees you, it does not measure you by mistakes alone, but by the light still alive inside you. What has been found in your name is not something to fear, but something to free you. Records do exist, both on earth and in the unseen. Some reflect the choices you've made in confusion, in pain, or in the absence of guidance. But they are not final. They are not the end. Your name carries power, divine memory, and the signature of your soul's origin. The world may see documents, data, or rumors. But heaven sees your potential. There has been a misunderstanding in your path. You have carried burdens not meant to be yours. Some of the energies that surround you have tried to twist your identity, confuse your steps, and create loops that you could not escape on your own. But nothing escapes divine intelligence. You were not forgotten. You were not left behind. A case has been opened, not to convict you, but to correct the course of your life. There are times when even the world, in its limited understanding, begins to reflect the stirring of divine truth. That's what this moment is. When people in positions of authority begin to look your way, it is not always to bring harm. Sometimes, it is because heaven has begun to highlight your path, bringing into awareness all that needs cleansing, all that needs redemption. You were not made to suffer silently under guilt. You were made to rise. Every moment that felt like judgment was actually a doorway into transformation. The records that exist in your name are not your future. They are snapshots of a journey. Some may try to define you by them. But the divine does not. God says, "You are not what others say about you, you are what I created you to be, and nothing can erase that truth." The times you fell were not unknown to heaven. The missteps you took, even in secrecy, were seen, not with condemnation, but with compassion. Your guides, your angels, your ancestors, they have been pleading for a shift, and now that shift is here. Everything that was hidden is being brought to light, not to shame you, but to release you. You are being called into a greater identity, one that cannot be limited by paper trails, rumors, or even your past regrets. Yes, someone may be watching. But what they truly see is a soul on the brink of awakening. That which they've found is not a weapon against you. It is a mirror, showing you what must be shed. Do not fear. Nothing will be used to destroy you. Everything will be used to deliver you. Do you remember who you were before the confusion, before the labels, before the accusations? That person still lives inside you. That light is still there. The world has tried to bury it under distractions, under shame, under the heaviness of false identity. But the divine has not given up on you. This moment is not punishment, it is preparation. This is your divine audit. Not from fear, but from truth. Not to expose you for humiliation, but to elevate you into power. Everything found in your name is now being reviewed through a higher lens. Justice from above is not like justice below. It does not strike without purpose. It does not accuse without love. It examines, heals, restores. You may feel eyes on you. And that's not your imagination. But they are not all human. Some are sent to protect you. Some are assigned to monitor what interferes with your divine calling. You are more important to the universe than you realize. The interference in your path is being removed. But first, the truth must be seen. Do not resist the exposure. It is your liberation. Those watching will not find what they expect. They will see something change. That is your light, amplified by faith, strengthened by prayer. You are not alone. You are not helpless. You are not guilty in the way they think. You are evolving, transforming, emerging. Your prayers have not been ignored. They are now taking form. But remember, the truth must rise before the new can be born. You are stepping into divine justice. It does not look like courtroom drama. It looks like alignment, release, and restoration. Those who misunderstand you will see differently soon. Those who misjudged your silence will hear your truth roar like thunder through grace. You were never meant to stay silent in shadows. You were born to be a light. But every light must be cleaned, cleared, and positioned. That's what this moment is. The heavens are exposing not your shame, but your strength. The very things found in your name will become testimonies of your redemption. You are chosen for more than just survival. You are chosen for legacy. And though it seems the world is watching, heaven is orchestrating. Nothing that comes your way will destroy you. It will all refine you. Let them look. Let them wonder. You remain anchored in something they cannot understand, divine promise. You are now stepping into a timeline where truth liberates, not confines. Even your past mistakes will work in your favor. What you thought was your end is just your unveiling. The pages written in your name will be rewritten by heaven's decree. Even the ones who were sent to evaluate you will pause, for they will see something sacred. It is not about legal matters, it is about divine matters. This is a spiritual clearing, a heavenly shift. You are being recalled into your origin, into the truth that you are divinely held, eternally loved, and infinitely valuable. Let nothing outside of you tell you otherwise. Stand still in this moment. Close your eyes and feel the warmth of divine presence. You are being restored. You are being validated. Everything seen in the natural is subject to what is unseen. You are wrapped in a field of divine protection, and nothing will touch you that is not meant to elevate you. They will come with questions, but the answers are not in their reports. The answers are in your transformation. What they found in your name is not what defines you, it is what will be burned away as you rise. You are not your past. You are not your records. You are not your regrets. You are becoming the version of yourself that was always written in the scrolls of heaven. Even now, angels are dispatched on your behalf. There is movement around your name. The sound of your prayers echoes through realms. Light is moving. Justice is coming, not with judgment, but with divine alignment. And what you once feared, you will soon bless. For through this moment, the new you is being born. This is the hour of divine reversal. You will no longer walk under the weight of what was done or misunderstood. You will no longer be confined by who they say you are. You will no longer carry the energy of false accusations or human opinions. You are stepping into a space where only divine truth reigns. Let go of fear. Hold on to faith. Every watching eye will witness a miracle. Every report written against you will be rewritten by light. Every misunderstanding will become a platform for divine testimony. You were always meant for this moment. Heaven is moving. Earth is shifting. And you, beloved, are safe. God will be with you, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you, you are safe, you just have to trust God and pray to Him. Finally, God is exposing. If you believe in God, type Amen.